Hello, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heyer and I believe in dragons. And a lot of spiritualities claim to know what it is to be dead, and so they know for themselves what the afterlife is, what the afterlife means. People have always been afraid to die. That is why they always invented heavens, and so the bad go to hell and the good go to heaven. But the reality of this is totally different. Um, of course, every spirituality seems to claim that they know what death is. Well, this universe is like a thick book, and every time you roll over a page, it's another chapter. And I believe that this is a thing, that it will never be the same like it was before. And in this page, we are writing the dragon in it. It all started with the dragon, and now it's actually, uh, yeah, our page that we need to write from ourselves. Whenever the page is done, we just flip over the page and then the other thing will begin, the other chapter. And so this is actually a story of myself, of from a near-death experience of what my mom had, my mother. And that was very surprising for me because I cursed my mom. I cursed her because she was so selfish. She didn't care at all for her children, for me. And I cursed her. I cursed her so much in the beginning of my path that it actually responded so darn much that I never forget whatever she said to me. She was, because of everything that happened to her, she was to end up going into a depression with pills and alcohol. And so she was committing suicide. And so she explained to me whenever she was out of it. She explained to me a place that she only she was going down all the time, going down. It was indeed a tunnel, but there was no light in the end of the tunnel. Instead, there were creatures always biting her. She was in a state of unconsciousness and unconsciousness, and that is the state that you have your astral projection. And I believe that this happened to her. And then she explained to me a big, giant, serpent-like creature. It was like when she goes down all the time, she saw the body of Leviathan. I seemed to happen to open some kind of a gate. You know, Leviathan, that was actually the ruler of the void, and that was where she was in. Many people claim that there was such a light at the end of the tunnel, like in this forest and the sun, but it's not. It's not about what you want, it's about what you deserve. And sometimes you deserve no light at the end of the tunnel. But the void is sometimes to learn, and I hoped that she learned from it. And she did. And I was very surprised that she saw Leviathan. She was not even on the dragon's path. And yet, she saw him in his void, in his lair, wherever he rules. Whenever people say that he's some kind of a demon, well, he's not. He wants to show us what is reality. That is what Leviathan wants to show us. And so Leviathan showed my mom to be a mom and not being so selfish like she was. That is what we can do on the Dragon's Path, and that surprised me so much. So to put people into places wherever only those come with the dragon energy or dragon soul. And yet she was in the lair of Leviathan. Maybe it was my goddess Tiamat, who is also a mom, and saw my mom so selfish and not caring for her children, that actually she also agreed with me actually to curse her, and to curse her into the Leviathan's realm. But Leviathan knows how to handle things like this, to learn, to let them learn, not to torture, but just to let them learn and to come back again. She was getting out, but not alone. She had help. Let me say that. And I felt a bit bad because I literally opened the gates of hell and pushed her inside. That is what you can do on the Dragon's Path. It's so amazing whatever gift that you can have on the dragon, from the dragon. Dragons can open gates, and open the gates whenever you have your emotions. And this was one of it that I was very surprised of. Wolves. She described these things as demonic wolves that only start to gnaw her, to not eating her, just to bite her soul. And so Leviathan was ruling over it, ruling over her own personal hell. And those are actually the spirits that don't belong in one of these pages that I told you. They don't belong in these pages. Lost souls they are. And so you can even encounter some dragons in it. But yeah, to say I've seen Leviathan's Void, I've seen hell, as you can see. But Leviathan, I've seen him, but he didn't show. Yeah, of course he showed me a lot, but he didn't want to let me change. He just wanted to show me what it means to be a draconic spirit. A dragon has to see everything. A dragon has to have to feel everything without getting emotionally scarred that you fall into this abyss of Leviathan. Learn from the void. Learn from this hell. It's not really hell. It's just a place, a different kind of book. And so she came out of it and she changed. But she, from years later, she seems to forget. And the thing is, Leviathan doesn't give second chances. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.